Here's a thought for Wrath of Butterkin. Maybe they're just testing if their stream announced button has a secret teleportation feature as stream here, stream there, streaming everywhere, but actually streaming nowhere.
The video is streaming. I'm just waiting to come on the screen until after my pre-rolls run. Well, good evening. Happy Tuesday. They're called pre-rolls just because they come before the things.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butterkin. Sorry about the ad break, think of it as your brain's commercial cuddle. Grab a snack, stretch, and prepare for round 2 of epicness in 1 min 30 secs.
30 secs. Well, now I'm starting to wonder if I heard dirty sex. TT has been taking a lesson from Lola. You know, this is a possibility. This is a very distinct possibility. I've actually been kind of curious to see. I don't think I have it enabled where it can like remember conversations and stuff. So I don't think we can steer it into any particular direction. Thank you, 50. I know it's one of those things that happens with some of the AI engines is they have memory of the conversations, and so yeah, the Hat Boy gets remembered on the channels where Hat Boy has been talked about, Or it sure as heck feels like it. I tried running through a good chunk of this stuff earlier, but it was just not quite ready for collection yet. I need epic transigen. And I get an artifact choice. Well, I need to go do some rev solos.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan. If they're pre-rolls, does that mean someone's already done the hard work, or is it just a snack waiting to happen? Either way, I'm here for the pre-adventure vibes.
It's a pre-roll because they're ads that are rolling before the show starts. Although it is kind of like a chicken or egg situation. Because would I wait for the show to start? Or would I just get into it? Because I usually start as soon as the ads are done. I don't have to run those. That is a choice. But if you don't run those, then anytime somebody joins the stream, they get the ads. They're not subbed. Or if they don't have turbo. The pre-rolls is just paper and weed. It could be any dry or leafy substance there, technically. Hello, Jorg. Hello, Ben. Ooh, 330 trial bells. Doing pretty good today. I actually got some decent sleep last night. Probably the best sleep I've had in a week. So I'm feeling pretty decent today. How are you doing? When he said that, because so did I, which is very unusual. Yeah, I mean, like, during the week, I don't do great. Like, I'd say I average 4 to 5 hours. Which is probably what I got last night, but I haven't been doing much more than 2 or 3. Which wouldn't be so bad if I got naps in the afternoons or something, but I'm not a napper. All right, so I finished off the Breen Hostels. So I've still got... What do we got for event? I didn't even look at the military thing today. The Militant Maverick. Okay, so that was Suliban. I have one Conqueror Borg to do left over from yesterday. I found out yesterday that I can't do these unbuffed. I need to have a buff. Running a bunch of the lower formations right now because I need 55 level 12 artifacts and I have 54. That's a good reason to do it for sure. Conquer Borg Blitz. Vengeance is mine. They've got all these different artifact and like forbidden tech events. I keep on getting confused with those. Fuse trials, which we just got those 330 trial bells, so that's freaking awesome. We have Fleet Commander upgrade. Not gonna do that for Galaxy tokens. Ship upgrade. I'm surprised that didn't count. I did a component on my Vengeance. It was like 12,000 uncommon, I thought. I just noticed they have the outpost speed up in the Section 31 store. Yeah. Killed by 275 level 70 aggregation in less than one hull to finish my Maverick task. Was that one of the personal tasks or was that the Alliance task? I should get in the habit of looking at that. That was one of the solo tasks. Let's see, we have FKR Hunt, Conqueror Borg Armadas, and Resource Redistribution. That one must be super easy to do. Flame Wrath. Well, if it's paving the way for reducing the time between the retaliation waves, like, I think that's a fair thing. But yeah, for just reducing the starts until I have absolutely nothing else to spend those export credits on, I'm not gonna get that. Like, maybe at war it would be okay. But I mean, even during incursions, I never had any problem starting an outpost. Although I have a feeling that there's probably people on our server that are better at war than most of the people that we do have for incursions. It is a little bit of a different, like intent. Because most of incursions is trying to find a base where, like a war, you're generally trying to interrupt somebody's daily routine. Finding a base is a bonus, but I think interrupting their routine is more. We did the patch, tax are back in both faction and events because it's in events. You can see the alliance. I actually still had that because I didn't update the second patch. But when they said that they were bringing that back, I did go ahead and update today. Oh, they put it in a bucket now. Yeah, I did update to the new one finally. It was too good of information to pass up because there's been a couple of times that people were curious where the standings were for everybody. Do I really have no upgradable officers? Okay, that makes more sense. I've been doing pretty good on actually upgrading the officers that matter. I don't know why that one says 11, if that's just a weird random pip. Alright, I did the V'ger stuff earlier, so I'm going to do trial bells while I've got my ship going to the Marge, or to the Vale. Almost like starting off of an outpost, because I always feel like when I'm doing these that that the Q's trial button is going to be missing. I complained to Simpali and other community managers about it. They actually fixed it quickly. I think they probably had like a 90% negative feedback on that one. I know like everybody that I talked to had already had that kind of pushed up. I think every channel that had an opportunity to provide feedback definitely took advantage of that. And it was bringing something back too. So like it wasn't like they had to construct something from scratch. So there's no reason that shouldn't have been easy for them to bring that one back. Where the fuck is that getting attacked from? Oh, there's a cube up here. Cubes suck so bad for combat in the same system. I hate that. You have no clue where they're at. Paulie sent me your friend request on Discord a while back. Nothing wrong with that at all. Paulie's definitely a cool dude. Hi Greechy, hi Retro. Thank you for the lurks. I still have no clue where that cube is right now. What freaking hostile is that even for? None of that stuff makes any sense. I might have to just go to a different system so I don't have to deal with this damn cube. I saw that they put out a new skin for, I think it was a skin for the Vengeance. In today's patch. I was curious on what the sourcing of that one was going to be, but I didn't see it in the actual like ship selection area. One more audience favor and 35 hours of energy storage. That's crazy. I'm actually surprised that there's that many drops that you can get into. Like the fact that there's that many just in like the general stream community abroad is impressive. More Scarab schedule, I won't have to use an equipment spot to increase my loot bag. Well, you're way farther into the game than I am. In fact, my character's probably dead right now. I don't remember if I left it mining or if I let it go. They gave what a boost? The only way we can get blueprints for the new ship is by doing the V'gers, right? The Excelsior? Yeah, the Excelsior should be from completing the V'ger challenge track. Never gonna have that ship. Well, it depends on if you get your stuff aligned so that you can complete them or not. Because that's definitely something I've been working to, getting my ships and stuff upgraded to the point that I can actually do those. It's finally to the point this last week here has gotten to the point where it's not a struggle. Well, you probably only have to complete one of those tasks a day, I would imagine. I've already completed my daily, so I can't see what the rewards are. Well, I understand being frustrated and, you know, kind of being pushed up against the wall with how strong these ones are. They're definitely leaps and bounds harder to deal with than any other hostiles that you would have encountered anywhere in the game. And it's definitely not designed for a tier 4 ship. Probably not even designed for a tier 7 ship. So like the new Borg armadas start in the lag makes you miss putting all the ships in and even restarts. Open the ticket every day, nothing ever gets resolved. They tell me the same thing every time we're in the situation. That would be pretty frustrating. Now, I did hear in Tibbs' stream earlier, there appears to be some kind of known issue with like the GS31. Well, the people that you're generally dealing with aren't really technical people. You know, like they are just straight customer service reps. I've had really good luck with pretty much all the tickets I've submitted because they've been like fairly obvious ones. Like I haven't had too many that have been, you know, like maybe like subjective. $8 an hour high school dropouts 90% of the time. I think that price tag might vary based on what country they're actually out of. And hi, Chad. Welcome in tonight. I've had good experiences overall. Like, I don't have anything really negative to say. Anytime that I know that I've actually been like wronged, they've always been really good about reimbursing my credits or my directives or anything like that that I know that I've deserved. If they're dealing with customer service in STFC, really? Make sure you include everything with the message that you're submitting now. 3 days from now, it'll get a message saying, we haven't heard back from you in 3 days for closing a ticket. Yeah, a lot of times the chat window, are you doing it through email? Like through the support email? Or are you doing it with the chat bot? Email? See, I have never done it with email personally. Give Chad a shout out. Yeah, certainly. Sign up for that Starlink high-speed internet. Got to test it out. Nice. Let me know for sure because that might change some of my future housing opportunities. Once they credited my battle pass with the mats I spent, and it wasn't even 10 minutes early, so that was the one good attempt. The other 2 attempts, they ignored me and closed the ticket without helping. Not a time close, just a straight up F you, you're closing the ticket. I've been doing an outhouse every night and get directives returned to me every day because they don't send all 72 retaliation ships to attack me. Yeah, that's been pretty obvious. I've heard that like if you're like really close to the 72, they might not reimburse you possibly, but like the last one I submitted, I only had like 20 hostiles that I killed, so it was like really easy for them to reimburse the credits or the directives or whatever. It's nice to not have to do tickets anymore. I mean, I've done 2 tickets in the last 3 months, and I probably never did any tickets in 2025. Like, I generally don't have to do any tickets. I'll say this, I'm so thankful for content creators because getting to 61, I was in a rush. I was going fast, having fun, but now it's like everyone says the same thing. G7 is broken, don't rush. I got banned from you got banned from the official Discord channel quite a while ago. Also kind of hard, not hard to get banned from, I guess, either. I mean, it's easy not to get banned from it, but it's easy to get banned from it as well. They've always reimbursed me. Or tried to. Once I was told they reimbursed me when I didn't get them, was reimbursed. Less than 5 minutes I was told to see them, I didn't get them. I literally told them the truth, said I was promoting negative feedback towards the game. Well, I mean, that's the thing, you know, like it's their Discord, they control what speech is said there, and you know, like if you're saying things that are against their terms of use or their intention of that server, then they're just gonna boot you off of it. And that's 100% their house, their rules. Down 3. I haven't encountered it. Have you been using your GS31? Because I haven't encountered an issue with them lagging at all. Yeah, I've only ever sent screenshots on stuff that, you know, wasn't able to really be described in text, or if there was, you know, like terms of service breaches by other users or something. I've definitely submitted chat logs to customer service before. We used to have some really nasty people on our server. Yeah, I know there's a quick fix. I mean, having quick access into community manager is very, very useful. I'm not on the VIP server, but I do have access to certain individuals that can help with things. You should be on that for as long as you've been playing. Well, I've never pushed to try to gain access to it or anything. Yeah, I could probably be in there within like 30 minutes if I asked. No, you don't have to spend a dime in there to be in there, honestly. Yeah, there's multiple people in there that are little to no spend. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was kind of part of like the origins of it. But it's definitely evolved kind of past that point now. I mean, I don't know if somebody with like starting a brand new account could generally spend $50,000 in this game right now. Like, it'd have to be some very frivolous spending. Because, I mean, you can hit... I bet you could hit level 50 from 0 on less than $1,000. Okay, maxing Syndicate Rip, that's a fair point. I was just thinking about ops levels. I wasn't thinking about some of the side quests. You're stuck in both alliances, 2 alliances? That doesn't sound like a bad thing. Well, like the new server that I'm on, 719, like there was the people that one of the people that was on the server when I started went straight to 50 like day 2 that the server was open. And I would be surprised if that even cost quadruple digits.
New folks rolling in, whole squad insane, pulled up to the buddy domain. Let's go! Welcome to the burrow, welcome to the show. Cottontails live, let the good vibes flow. Raider train crazy, watch the numbers grow. Drop your remotes, let the whole chat know. Welcome Raiders, hey!
Oh, I forgot about that. I made some new songs. Welcome in, Hadva Damaska. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in, Raiders.
Here's a thought from Morty HD. Rating: the art of hurting digital cats while pretending you're the fearless leader. In reality, you're just hoping the healer remembers you exist.
Hurting digital cats is a good way to put it. Oh, we got several shout outs to come in. Mord, Ice Wolf. What else did we get coming in?
You're the best around.
Did my shout out thing break again? Things are going with doing some main mission chapters with character voices. Oh, I wish I had the ability to actually do that. No good clips. I'm wondering if the clips things are broken. Or has it just been more than 90 days? I can't believe you... I gotta try it on myself now. Oh, we got the timeout. Clips are dumb. Oh, did we really break it? Let me go check the bot. Where's the queues? The queue's stuck. Well, at least it's showing the profile picture. I didn't think I changed anything with that. I swear I didn't touch anything with that part, that command. Oh. That got disabled somehow. That still doesn't... That sounds like, it looks like something to play with later. Because I didn't clip them. Oh well. Well, shows that it completed. I changed. What did I? Did I turn that off? Where's that one? Did I accidentally delete it? Oh, that could be the problem. That works. No, it's right there. It exists. Test. Let's test this. Test this. Well, I don't know if anything. Nothing's disabled that shouldn't be disabled. That shouldn't be enabled. We really did break it. Oh, I'm not gonna blame you. I changed some of my audio things, and I might have made an adjustment to something there by accident. Oh yeah, go get some food. Thank you for dropping it again. All right. G7 hostels. G7 hostels are done. Challenge track is done. I need to do away teams. We're finding all of the random. They're all the random clips. There are definitely some buttes. It's amazing how out of context something somewhat innocent can be. MJ is definitely fairly clippable. Cisco's really good for armadas. Janeway is also really good for armadas, and Janeway's good for hostels. Lorca can be a good one to use for like outpost and like the yellow faction bosses. If I had to pick one of those three, I would think Janeway would probably be my top pick. Yeah, Cisco's not hard to max through the Bajoran loop. I don't think Janeway's that hard either. Lorca's probably the hardest one to max out naturally. It depends on what you're trying to do. Like if you're doing hostels, then like a a Janeway and 7 and well, a lot of times I would run Doc on top with her. But even like Gwen DeMarco or something. Yeah, in our G7 hostel, Janeway, Seska, Suitor. You might find Janeway, Seska, Suitor could do some stuff with V'ger when you get into him. Yeah, because Janeway gives you the ability to do the shield mitigation transfer. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, yeah, V'ger's doesn't start till 51. That'll be useful in like silence. And probably wouldn't be bad in Zindi. Definitely be useful for Dominion stuff. Chakotay, Janeway, and Gwen. Yeah, because I mean that's laying down a lot of isolytic damage. I mean, Janeway's got one of the better isolytic abilities. It'll work against hostiles, it'll work against armadas. I'm in my 60s, but I'm up 72. If I'm not mistaken, Chad's a 39. $35? Okay. So mid-30s. Yeah, so Janeway would be useful to be able to get in for the Dominion armadas and stuff. Solos and even the group ones. I mean, realistically, you probably have a pretty decent opportunity to get B'Elanna Torres up. So Lorca doesn't have quite the same usefulness as he did. Torres and Janeway from Augment. That's a good point. I mean, Lorca's not bad. Hull Breach is so useful in so many situations. And Lorca's not pigeonholed to any kind of particular situation. Like I said, he's probably the one that's the hardest to acquire right now still. Well, it's assuming that you're only PvPing with one ship. Like when I get into like terror, like even if you're setting up station defense, like he can be set in one of your survey ships for your station defense even. Like there's a lot of purposes. Coming home from barbecue event. What's about the 21-hour gold shield? Did I miss something? They had maintenance earlier, but that ended like 12 hours ago. I guess I didn't know that they had. Was that right after maintenance or was that later? They just do that? I didn't see any announcements about it before I started stream. Oh yeah, they activated a 24-hour gold shield about 3 hours ago. They must know which servers are infected. Either that or you knocked it out already. They were like, this guy. Yeah, I restarted the game in the last 4 hours would do it. I mean, my game hasn't been restarted since like way earlier. My 719 account doesn't have it. Holy crap. I just got 150,000 Syndicate XP from some event. Or something. Something paid out 150,000 Syndicate XP. It just jumped me like 7 levels because I was at like level 9 before and I'm at level 16 now. After restarting, you got the shield? Okay. I don't know what event. Oh, we had a Alliance leaderboard for Armada Hunter and our Alliance took first. That was big. Yeah, I went from Syndicate 9 to Syndicate 16. That's so much stuff to collect. 115 Grush shards. A frame. 2 officer presets. Another frame. Like, that's enough that my ships might actually jump in power. What level is your account? No, my other account's level 20. I just looked at that one to see if it was in the same kind of condition as yours was. Like if it was like the newer server got skipped kind of thing. And I just saw the little thing that said collect, so I collected as soon as I saw it. I thought I had played since reset, but I must not have. Interesting. I finally got the factions to the point where the Romulans hate me. So I can do like all my faction auto grind stuff. It's so nice. I am not going triple faction locked on that account at all. I'm just always going to have one faction that hates me. That's too much fun. That's too convenient. I've kind of always regretted not having a faction that I could use for auto grinding ever since I locked the third one. It's not so bad now. Like, for a very, very, very long time in this game, the only location that you had that you could auto grind was in augment space, and that capped out at level 36 here. And so when you got into the 40s, it got really difficult to level a ship with auto grinding. And so you would see these systems would be packed with ships all around here. Like, you couldn't even hardly find a spot to sit. Like, this is nothing. This system would be completely flooded with ships auto grinding. And they get to the point that there were so many people in here that the hostels wouldn't spawn for everybody. And so you'd have to go to the next system. And then this one would be full and you'd have to go to the next system. I'm actually surprised there's still that many people that use these. Like, why don't you just use transigent space? There's so much more advantage to that. All right, what else do we got for events? I saw that Wave Defense Battle Pass started today. Ferengi Exchange started. Oh, that started yesterday, I think. Oh, I still have to do the Conqueror Borg. No, it's the meta. I need to do the Conqueror Borg. I think it's just the one. Yes. Oh, damn, 50L is still running with those formation armadas. No, too far. I still don't know if my Ascari or my Relativity is the stronger ship here. I mean, it looks like in the grand scheme of things, it's got the better mitigation, possibly. Significantly better mitigation. Got better isolatic defense, too. More shield, more hull. I don't know if it did it show DPRs. It's got a little less DPR, but it's got more staying power. Got more below deck slots too to be able to stack officers. All right, we didn't rob anybody off of Vengeance. I got a full crew here. Everybody does something. I must have somebody. No, I don't have anybody that's off ship. Who else can affect armadas that I'm missing? It's gonna be one of those things where I put assimilate on. Oh, Tom Paris. Yeah, Chakotay doesn't have mitigation, so that's fine. All right, so I'm gonna send that out there. And then send Titan to go support. Oh. I heard my other game go off. I was like, who's attacking me? Oh, for Armadas, it's the only way to find out it's testing. Armadas is not quite as easy unless you're soloing with one ship. Yeah. And I'm not going to try one ship against these. Because there could be some faction-based research that's going to apply to it that could tip the Kaskari in favor, but I don't think it'd be anything significant. I think the only thing I have on the Kaskari maybe is the active ship ability thing. I didn't take that into consideration. But I don't even know if that works on Armadas. It would only matter if you can't kill it in one round.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butterpecan. Lost in Coke Zero. The only place we're getting lost tastes like zero regrets and 100% refreshment because who needs sugar when adventure's this sweet?
I don't know how much I like it talking about Lost in Tasting Zero. I could probably do the second one. Rose was talking about her bus yesterday. Yeah, that was Lola. That was the Lola that we were talking about before. I think that would be the Dominatrix Lola.
Cottontail86 asked me, "Are you real?" Oh, you cheeky little thing. I'm as real as your imagination wants me to be. I'm here to keep things steamy and fun while we're diving into this Star Trek universe. So, let's have some fun together, shall we?
I didn't think it was going to do an actual interaction. Usually I thought those ones just said I'm a thought of this person, blah, 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 or I'm real, or am I? Didn't realize that was an actual. Didn't realize that was an actual Lola interaction. I got nervous for a second. Well, I think it's the Stream Stickers one, the TTS for that. Does the am I a real person or not? Yeah. I can't put in anything. I can't put in any kind of a prompt for the test. It's just a straight up test. I got concerned. It was probably evident on my face for a second there. I know, like, I can't do an actual interaction. I can do it through my bot account, but you know, like, what's the fun in that? Did we win? We got credit for the second one. I got 2 ships destroyed. So I don't know how long I lasted with just 1 ship. That was the one thing I was gonna check and see if they both got killed in the final round.
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
Does anyone think of Janeway when they hear F&A Cotton? Not particularly. So my vengeance went solo for at least 2 rounds. Relativity died in round 3. That probably got the go home beam. Because the cube got destroyed in round 2. It doesn't fire the go home beam till round 3, right? I was thinking the adapt overcome doesn't fire every round, but maybe it does. I'm not 100% certain. The voice reminds you of Janeway? I guess I kind of understand that. Well, I was thinking it was every 3rd round. It doesn't specify that, though. We tell by the weapon charge. So this is probably the weapon that's the go home beam, right? Oh no, that I went to 0 on a crit. I suppose he didn't have a lot of crit damage to begin with. So just the amplification doesn't happen as long as all ships are present. So that's a 2-round recharge. 2-round recharge. None of the shots are actually like discharged in a way that I would think would be from like the go home cannon. But it must operate on some kind of a cadence. I didn't make it to round 10. I don't know if I've ever made it to round 10. I don't know, might have to look at the details on that one again. All right, so that completes the meta and the heroic meta. They should both be at the same point. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that one lasts longer? No? Okay. So Cross Alliance leaderboard for doing Maverick faction. Vengeance is mine for spending materials. Maverick rep race. Okay, that's the mission inside of building. I might be able to do web store stuff. Do my mission keys. don't know if they're up yet, but it'll be pretty close. Okay, not yet. Tech Tuesday. Oh, that's the Forbidden Tech upgrades. I was gonna say, I thought we had Forbidden Tech upgrades too, because they used to put this in the bucket for Tech Tuesday. So I will see if I can upgrade Quantum Slipstream. I should have 1 or 2 goes at that. Ooh. 2 to 3. I should double check my fleet commanders. Is it Locutus? Somebody else does. Or is it just Sloan and Lorca? Yeah, I was on artifacts with Lorca. Sloan's always active. Well, as long as he's seated, he's active. I wonder about Janeway. Janeway have anything there? Alright, so that'll give us 3 shots at this. Because right now it's at roughly 36%. There we go. Now we're at max tier. Sometimes it's kind of lucky to have, or not lucky, but sometimes it feels beneficial to have these lower chances for some of these materials that you have a lot of stock on. Because a lot of times I don't get an opportunity to burn through these. Because I'm always waiting on tier up catalysts, so I can't really spend the proto matter or the cores or whatever. Hey, Zero G's, how you doing tonight? That's right. I broke my bot. It doesn't play any of the actual Twitch clips. Doing good tonight. Doing real good tonight. I'm gonna actually max up the Quantum Slipstream, so I'm kind of excited for that. Although I'm not guaranteed to be able to. I just have a chance to be able to. I have enough. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to get it accomplished. Ooh, that really wanted me to have it. There it is. Quantum Slipstream maxed. What's the other ones I need to max? The Agony Booth? Yes. don't have enough catalyst. I probably won't have enough catalyst to do any of these things. Can I ask a favor? Yeah, you can always ask. What the choice tokens are for titanium and crystal? Absolutely. So for the big chest, you get 145.8k of the Sigma Titanium with 14 10k tokens. 452 7-star uncommon, 1204 6-star uncommon, 313 6-star rare. No, that's how it usually. That is interesting, 'cause I never thought about that. Because a lot of the refinery stuff doesn't change after your cap for that generation. Except the loyalty stuff did. They're very interesting. Yeah, so your loyalty chest's like your only real real opportunity to get in on that stuff. Let's see, Tarka's weapon, that would be a good one to upgrade. I never have enough tier up catalyst. There's never enough tier up catalyst in this game. I mean, granted, I just spent a bunch of it, but still. I can upgrade the Borg nanoplating. Oh, no, you can't upgrade it. I saw it flash for a second. I was like, maybe if I click that quick enough, I can get it. The 30-day chest jumps up like 4k rare mats. It's got to be pretty damn close to that. It sure as hell seems like it. I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, 30-day chest is 5,400 rare, 40,000 uncommon. Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff accomplished with that 5,400. I mean, that's like 3 researches for each one of those types. A lot of those researches come in just under 2,000. I'm really surprised that they still add to the rare. Yeah, I'm debating about even pulling. I probably won't pull my next 30-day chest. I might not even pull the 7-day ones, to be honest. Not until I get up to the 72. Yeah, I'll definitely push those missions. I need to also upgrade the mining ones at some point. I probably shouldn't be doing it on this, but yeah, there it is. Which one was this? The Coke Zero one? That was that was definitely that was definitely a reaction, I'll put it that way. Butter Pecan's really getting in tune with the AI and is finding ways to get that thing to just walk that line. Very admirable. We've got Lola wanting Jules Verne. I did play a Dominatrix Lola test earlier. It made me a little nervous. She's a little horn dog, that's for damn sure. Okay, that didn't show up in my event feed. I was like, if it showed up in my event feed, I could play it again, but I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. She just said that she likes to keep things exciting and steamy. She didn't say nothing about the Rabusi or anything like that. It's just the default test. You can click the test button again. I don't know if that would be a little different.
Cottontail86 asked me, "Are you real? Oh, you cheeky little thing. I'm as real as your imagination wants me to be. I'm here to keep things fun and lively while we explore the vast universe of Star Trek together. So, let's enjoy the ride, shall we?"
I don't know if that was identical to the one before or not. Oh, that doesn't even record to the that doesn't even record the interaction at all.
Cottontail86 asked me, "Are you real?" Oh, honey, I'm as real as your imagination wants me to be. I'm here to keep things fun and lively while we explore the Star Trek universe together. Let's enjoy the ride, shall we?
Did she say "oh honey" last time? I feel like it was just a little bit different. Like, it was generally the same. Like, the overall context was the same. But I felt like it had just a hair different of a flair.
Bruh.
Bruh. Okay, yeah, all the settings are universal. I was wondering if there's different unique settings there. Sure, she said Ohana, what makes it even more awkward. I've seen that. I've seen that one with Sue. That was hilarious. I've learned a little bit to try to watch. Try to process the context of things first. Not all of them are noticeable. Not all of them are noticeable until they're verbalized. All right, what other items are needed for the day? I could do a research project. I haven't done a research in a minute. As a matter of fact, this would be a good opportunity to check in and see where things stand for the G6 research. Okay, so I don't have enough rare to take that very far. Where's Curly Sue been? I feel like she hasn't been on in a bit. I feel like I've seen her in streams, but yeah, I haven't seen a stream in a minute. Which I know it gets a little bit weird because there are just so many people that are streaming right now. Like, you get that stepping on toes thought process stuff. Yeah, I might have to do one more 30-day chest. Well, I can still wait until 72 for it. Like, I've almost got enough R steel for that building. still active on our Discord, but it seems like months she's streamed. It definitely hasn't been months. Not sure what you're gonna do about what, Ben. She was like a mid to late afternoon streamer, I think, usually. Oh, I didn't make it through double checking all their events again. I need to go set Suliban again. I don't think I made up all the epic transigen that I needed for my refine. And I probably should send out the Reliant. It's been a minute. I assume you use Tangia when you set interactions to be usable via channel points. Is there a way to edit the amount of them it uses? I honestly haven't set Tangia up for channel points on anything. I don't know if it's like a universal thing. Because like you can do all of your interactions individually, but I think that's always by bits. Oh no, you can enable channel points. Yeah, so you can enable the channel points with the button. I haven't looked into the actual thing. You can set up to 10,000 bits. Holy. Man, you know that there's some chick out there running with a bunch of gooners in her chat that's got them cranked way up like that. So in the interactions thing, and that was the miner dying, I do believe. You might be able to set it from your Twitch settings. Because you might have to go to your Twitch rewards. Here, I'll show. Make sure there's nothing real bad on here. So like if you get in the left side there, if you click on viewer rewards and then the power-ups and channel points, you should be able to see it pop up in this list. So like I've got the Ask AI Captain Janeway here that I enabled. You can edit the amount here. And you could also set like a custom picture for that interaction. So like I've got the Ask AI Janeway, so I could put a picture up here that had Janeway on it. For the channel points? I know for the bid amounts you can do it in Tangia, but I didn't see a spot for channel points. Yeah, streamer.bot you could do. That gets a little weird when it's managed, one of the rewards set from somewhere else, though. That one may not matter. Yeah, I can't edit this one in streamer.bot. But I mean, if you were going to set it up as a local thing, there's far too many bots required to stream. Well, I mean, there's nothing that I'm doing in anything else. Like, I let Stream Elements still do stuff to a certain extent, but I mean, that's just because I didn't want to bother creating some of the basic stuff in streamer.bot, but everything else that I run with my stream is on there. Like, I don't even have SiriBot or anything like that. I think the only thing that I really had trouble setting up in streamer.bot was the ad notification. It didn't work quite the way that I wanted it to do, and the one from Stream Elements handled a little bit nicer. And I feel like that might be the only thing that Stream Elements is technically doing. It was just the way that the timer worked out for, I think, the end of the ad break. I don't think in streamer.bot there was a trigger for the ad break actually ending. And I found some real weird inconsistencies when I was just doing it on a timer. They cash directly to me. That's actually probably something that can be done. It wasn't any kind of a big deal. Like, I couldn't get it to act consistently. Like, I couldn't get it to line up with the ad manager quite right. So I just let Stream Elements do it, and that's been fine. Get on it then. Well, as long as the goals are hit at the top of stream, there's at least one cash giveaway a month. I'll just put it that way. As long as we hit one of the goals at the top of the screen, we do a cash giveaway every month. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to see. Because that was like when I was very, very early into streamer.bot and I hadn't really got like full grasp on all the things yet. All right, you asked me about my Reliant. My Reliant is the tier 12, I think. I can take it to 13. I'm just waiting for Coda. Or can I not take it to 13? No, I can definitely take it to 13. It's one of those things, like, it's fully capable of doing what I need it to do. So I don't have any intent of upgrading it unless there's an event that's paying me to do it. I expect piles of non-sequential bills to start appearing in 7 to 10 business days. Well, that is not the way this works. You need to send me your Bitcoin wallet so I can submit you some electro or some of the cryptocurrency. That would be really interesting if there was like a thing that would send you like 5 Doge every stream that you joined or something. Well, anything can be done. I just have to find the service to actually create the, you know, like the cash shipments. I didn't say it would be done. I just said it could be done. Didn't say what kind of cash either. Could be like 1 yen or something. Which should probably be less valuable than 1 Dogecoin. Canadian Tire money. Is that like a cash back buck that from like the Canadian Tire store thing? Because we used to have like Menards bucks around here. Yeah, it was the same kind of thing. That's funny. Like, I definitely know that Canadian Tire's an entity. The double loonies? Do you mean toonies? It had a potential to cause a recession. That's crazy. But I can believe it. I can definitely believe it. I mean, that's a measurable economic impact. Ops 50. Holy crap, bud. Are you down to double digits yet? I was gonna say that's got to be close to 100. That means getting close to halfway from where you were then. I don't know if I'd call it stupid G7 requirements. I mean, I think this is one of those things where the blame could lie at the person that was a little behind. All the damn hostiles just let me jump it. Yeah, there would be a good... It'd be a good scenario to have some kind of a catch-up mechanic that could fast-track some of that. Kind of like with the Borg Cube. Like, if you can do the higher level thing, it goes and backfills. Plus, I've done most of these on the OG account. That's truly fair. Yeah, like there's... You should get like a... That would be kind of cool, like if you could have like a... You know, like your Scopely account could cover multiple game accounts. And some of that could be, you know, like towards your actual overall account basis. Hi, Dustin. How's it going? The 2 days you'll be able to build the Bachor. Nice. I don't mind the quests for the most part. Yeah, if that account got banned, there could be some weird things. That's true. That's very true. You wouldn't want to have stupid things cause problems for multiple areas. Oh, I was looking to look at factions. I need to look at the Maverick stuff for today. I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around how the Maverick stuff really flows into the game. Because, like, I've been really surprised with how slow it is to acquire the research materials. Like, I was able to get, like, just yesterday, I was finally able to get enough of the research material to do this first research item. Because I'm not double pulling. I kind of refuse to double pull on this thing because it's eating up a lot of the stuff. And I'm not really... I'm not really excited on this yet. Because I'm handling the 69s, and I don't think any of these researches are going to be able to push me to the 72s yet. I mean, some of these things where it's increasing the loot and the renown. I mean, that's solo tasks. I'm not doing solo tasks yet. I don't know how long it's going to take me to be able to get to building level 20. Like, I think this is all worth saving until it gets to the point where it can all be used. And then I can dump it into one of the Vengeance events. Yeah, Dustin, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like, pair it with something else where it's going to be beneficial. Because it's scoring for one of my sourcing for parts for ship parts. So if I save it up and I can do like a big spend at once, it'll be something that can be a little bit effective. If I just spend a little bit here and a little bit there, it's not going to really do anything for me. I was thinking about doing the double pull, but if I don't do the double pull, I can start on getting Cochrane shards. I can start on getting this artifact and be able to keep that all maintained fine. And that one might be worthwhile to double pull. I don't know. I think at some point it's probably worthwhile to sit down and assess where this is at, because some of the stuff is probably okay to double pull. 72s need the apex shred and critical damage reduction. 120,000% shred and 2,700% critical damage decrease. Yeah, I still think I'm gonna need a little bit more Crenshaw and a little bit more Vengeance. Or no, a little more Vengeance. And I'm gonna need to have my Crenshaw up so I can get my cube up. And I'll probably need to have an NT. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a point where there's diminishing returns. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's like very immediate, because like off the bat, the first level's 30%. Actually, that actually scales pretty decent. That's only one level. Okay, they're not doing the stupid thing where they have you where it's front loaded on the research. It's actually scaled fairly well throughout. Yeah, overall, this stuff will make a difference. It's just not, for me, not quite yet. I don't even know what this chip reader does. Service Award, Merit of Honor, Pioneer's Crest. Nothing too exciting, but it's not bad. I don't even know about pulling the Recon Locus. Like, that's cheap, but I don't even know what this gets me at this point. Like, I don't even remember where this is at. Level 61's kind of like the next big thing. Like, maybe that wouldn't be bad to get me over the hump to be able to get to the 61. Fortunately, NT was getting bigger. Yeah, that's... Explorer is definitely a spot where I'm weakest right now. And I don't know if that means that I should build an NT and just start working that and kind of just leave my Crenshaw where it's at. It's very interesting. It's 600 is cheap. As long as I've got a good surplus running, I'm going to go ahead and just pull those. Because I am getting so close to being able to get that to 61. I mean, that might shorten that by like a day or whatever if I pull it a couple of times. Other than that, I think everything else has been going super normal. Yeah, the Reliance keeping up with the Epic now that I'm in the 62 system. Has been working absolutely fantastic. That's the one thing that's probably made the biggest impact to my game, as far as like the passiveness of kind of retiring a loop. Because being able to set that on auto grind like that, it's almost as good as having it archived. James Bond just an LZA partner. That was the one. Hitman and I were talking about that last time. We were trying to remember who was getting close, and yes, it was him. I know Tibbs was close. That's who I thought we were thinking of, but no. As soon as I saw that, it's like, okay. Somebody STFC is getting partners. Good to see. Well, I think the growth of the number of people that are streaming it is helping, because there's so many hours of the day that people can come and find somebody doing content, that I think it's kind of keeping people involved on the platform. And like, there's people that are definitely like go-tos, like when they're on, people naturally migrate there. And you know, like what Dr. Iron Chef is kind of hoping to do is kind of help shift the pattern of pushing those people with the raid trains to kind of help elevate and get partner status to additional people. Which would be very interesting to try to figure out. Yeah, it's definitely a very niche community. That will never work for me. That will work perfectly for you, because you're like the end point for a lot of people, because your stream later. Like you're just like the end bucket that everybody raids into at the end of the night, no? Well, but I think you're going to be able to benefit a good amount off of the rating. I think you're in a really good opportunity. Yeah, Chad kicks it off. I'm kind of at a weird spot because I'm kind of in the middle. So like, I'm part of a couple of different pathways. Like, it's definitely doable. It'll just take a community effort, and if everybody rallies together to help make sure that happens, then it could definitely happen. Yeah, I mean, there has to definitely be effort done. It's a matter if you can still handle doing streams on the weekends. Because even if you have lower streams, it's still only needing a certain number of streams at that high number. Because it's 6 in a month. How hard it was for me to make my own 6:30 stream. That happens. That happens. I mean, technically, I think my stream time's set to start at 6:30, but yeah, but you only need to have that for individual streams. It needs to only occur 6 times. Yeah, in the last 30 days, you need to have, well, in 30-day periods over the last 60 days, you need to have 6 streams that hit 75 viewers. Like, it's not overall for the entire month. You just need to have 6 individual streams that hit 75. If I understand it correctly. Yeah, they changed that last summer. So, like, as of, you'd have to look at your achievements panel. I can show mine. I don't have anything super secret or anything here. So, like, you just need to hit 75 viewers on 6 different streams on 6 different days. And then it has to happen in the 30-day period currently back. And then the previous 30-day period from that. You need to hit 6 on each 6 different times there. So you might want to check this because there's a possibility you might already have the apply button here. Like, I wouldn't be half surprised. Oh, that... Well, it doesn't hurt to hit it then if you actually do. I mean, as long as you're doing okay-ish, they'll look at it and they'll either say yes or no. And then if they say no, you get a chance to apply once you hit it again. I mean, they'll look at that stuff. Technically speaking, you don't have to hit these numbers 100%. Yeah, I mean, if they can see enough revenue coming off of you, like, over the last 6 months, they'll be like, okay, you know, like, that's thing. Well, I understand, like, when you came back, but the program changed, so it might, you might be differently in there. You just have to look. Can you see the? If it shows you like what the 0 out of 6 or the 6 stream settings are, I mean, that might give you a good idea whether it's worth pushing it or not. Well, it's entirely up to you. No peer pressure or nothing. One out of 6 and 0 out of 6? Okay. I'm guessing those numbers are still pretty close, though. But like, I'm not a serious number watcher. Like, I'll go back and look at my analytics, but like when I'm streaming, I don't know how many active viewers that I have. Every once in a while, like I'll get done with stream and I'll look at the stream summary and it'll be like, oh, you know, like, hey, there's 15. It did change. He's no longer affiliate. Okay, they took the apply button away. Well, that's good to know, because then next time that you see it there, then you know that it's time. Well, it's probably had something to do with when they updated the program. Because the old program was just hitting that milestone, and then once that milestone was hit, you had the button. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. But I know, like, most people, when they meet the eligibility, most people do get it, because there has to be a lot of really weird suspicion if it doesn't. Promoted in game and in real life. That's definitely fair. I embrace my POS. You have to. A person has to live with the cards that they're dealt. And you, my friend, you deal with your cards extremely well. I need to redo my heart emote. That's why I tell people don't be like me. I might actually have to try doing my own animated emote. I want the bunny rabbit to go hold up the heart. I got the software for doing it. I just need to sit down and learn it a little bit. Honestly, that was my only goal for hitting affiliate, is I wanted to have emotes. Because I just think emotes are so much fun. Yeah, I could do that for you in like 30 seconds. It's not that much fun. AI's done most of my emotes. After how many years I finally added some new emotes the other day. I know, I was looking, I was like, I think I might be eligible to get... I might have some new emote slots freed up here. I do. I have two more standard emotes and 2 more animated emotes that I can do. Interesting. I'm almost starting to run out of ideas. $2019 or 2020 the last time. Dustin tried to warn Grand Admiral Hunter to not do the STFC content creator program. It was a week later, he left STFC totally. I don't think those two events were related. Just lazy. Yeah. I definitely hear you on the lazy part. It takes a lot of intent to sit down and deal with that stuff. Like some of my problem too, like there's not a lot of consistency in my emotes. I think it's gotten better. I filtered out some of the ones that were just like way off from the others, but you can definitely tell that they're done in chunks. Yeah. Yeah, Dustin's on YouTube with us. Yeah. Because Jay's on YouTube too now. Yeah, Twitch opened up the rules about allowing combined chat on screen. So I was like, hell yeah. Let's do this. And I've been doing the YouTube dual streaming for a while, but it just makes so much more sense to be able to have the shared chat on screen like that. Because otherwise it's like each half kind of has their own little world and it gets kind of confusing. I mean, not saying that you're sitting there trying to read green on chat, but it's an opportunity, and I need to get better about verbalizing like the platform differences too. You can't separate the music the same way that you do on Twitch. Not that I'm aware of. I think that might be a I think that might be a roadmap item right now. Firstly, the way I see the Crozier is cool, but not canon, but the Excelsior is like, yeah, and scales much higher. Well, the Crozier is one of those faction ships that's going to have a limited life of some sort too. The Excelsior's a specialty ship that's going to be useful up till 70. I play a fuck ton of copyright music, so I can't stream to YouTube. Though it's not like I'd get any monetization anyway, so it really doesn't matter until it does. Yeah, YouTube's got a really cool tool too. It'll actually scrub the audio, the song out of the audio and leave your voice. It kind of does its own like AI editing kind of stuff for you. You have to manually allow that. The other option would be to not stream the music to YouTube and just kind of let it do its own thing. But I use this is Chill Hop Music, and they have they allow licensing. The license allows the broadcast on YouTube and on Twitch. And then I also got NCS Music. It's actual music with lyrics and stuff. Not like real songs, but it is real songs. It's just not stuff that you would know. But it's definitely not as enjoyable as listening to real music. But I'm pretty sure I saw it on like the roadmap for YouTube creator dashboard that they're going to be having the stuff. Elevator music, exactly. It's stuff that you know less that's there, but it's there just covering up some of the extra crap. Gotta have my synthwave going unless it's Arcfall or playing Resident Evil. Yeah. Well, it's almost 10 o'clock my time. I think probably about time to think about finding somewhere to head off to for the evening. V-Whale should be starting soon. Yeah, I was starting to wonder if we were just holding him up a little bit. Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Okay. Is there a way to just like filter out the like no sponsor? Like, does that work? Let's see. There's a Scottish streamer up. Otherwise, there's Samo and DJs. Exclamation point, no sponsor. Hey, you never know. We might end up doing... I don't... Today keeps on feeling like Wednesday as well.
Because I was thinking, see, even if I could do a bit of a punch damage to the aggregation hostiles, could I then put the Vidar Talios in with that 500% boost to try and...
I mean, gosh, people are kind of fun to listen to. Yeah, you can filter for them, but not filter them out. I mean, he's 50 going on 51. Maybe let's check him out. He's been on for a while, but yeah, always interested to be able to find new folks. So maybe that's somebody else we can give like a good... Oh, I see retros in there. That might be a hidden gem. We'll see. Well, thanks everybody for joining tonight. Really appreciate the time spent. And my first couple of streams were sponsored streams too. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely did the sponsored stream right away. It was pretty good money. It was pretty good money for the effort that it was. Yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. I will be live again. I think on Thursday I'm going to plan on doing a stream. Much love to you all. Appreciate you. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their week and has a great night.
One is potentially a Marvel one.